In a world full of drugs, money, power, you gotta think to yourself, what kind of man do I wanna be? The kind of man that sits back with a nagging wife, a physically disabled kid, going to work day in and day out, teaching annoying kids. They shooting spitballs at me every time I turn around to the dry erase board, telling me I'm balding in the back. Then I gotta go home, and I don't even get no coochie. My wife starts jerking me off while she on the computer. I'm supposed to live like this? Or do I want to be a man that gets paper, gets money, and never lets the enemy get the upper hand on me? This is the story of a man who survived a bitchy wife, an annoying kid, and most of all, lung cancer. I told his old ass not to smoke Marlboro Lights back in the day. Now look at him, literally coughing up a lung. What would you do when the world seems against you? When it seems you have no other options in life but to lose your life? Would you get up and grab life and put it in the palm of your hands? Or would you roll over and die? This is Breaking Bad. Yeah! I know that y'all was waiting for me to start doing series. So you know your boy Sin, he was sitting on the toilet one day and he decided that he was gonna make Sin series. Yeah, that's right. We doing whole series, season by season. And I know that y'all are gonna want me to talk about other specific shows. So do me a favor and put in the comment section what you want me to do next. The most liked comment will be the next series I do, but only if this video gets at least 5,000 likes. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now this is our main character, Walt. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy that's sitting next to him in this RV is Jesse Pinkman. You're probably wondering why they're in the middle of the Mojave Desert right now, like they in Fallout New Vegas. Why they in this RV and why they don't have any clothes on. Well, this is one of those moments where this happens later in the episode, but it's at the beginning of the episode. It's pretty much showing you the outcome and then showing you what led up to the outcome. It's like some Inception shit or something, I don't know. But all you need to know is that my man Walt is going through it. He got 2 dead guys in the back of his RV, allegedly, and a tape recorder in his hand. This looks like the scene to a really messed up porno, I'm not gonna lie. Hello, my name is Walter Freeman. But wait a minute, isn't Freeman the guy from Boondocks? Oh, my fault. My name is Walter White. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and this video is for my wife and my son. Walter Jr., just know that your dad loves you. I'm probably dead if you're seeing this. I thought I was gonna come out to the middle of the Mojave Desert like it's Fallout New Vegas and get this paper, but that's not what happened. If you're watching this, son, do your best, okay? They're gonna make fun of you in the rest of high school. Gonna make fun of you for not being able to walk. Call you Clink Clink when you walk around with your little things on your arms. Tell you that you're half robot, half man. Tell you that you're gonna have a hard time going through TSA. Don't listen to them, son. I think the things on your arms are cool. It's like you're the Bionic Man or something. And just like that, y'all, our story really starts with Walter White at home with his annoying wife, Skyler. This is Walt Jr. and Skyler. Now, you're probably wondering why I said Skyler's name like that. Well, if you know, you know. But really, anyone that's ever watched Breaking Bad knows that Skyler is probably the least liked character in the entire show. There's a lot of people online that have recently started to say they like Skyler and that she wasn't in the wrong. But there's multiple things that she does that made me mad. Anyways, it's Walt's 50th birthday. And just like every other day, his son is complaining about how shitty his life is. Yo, Dad, I'm just saying, son, like, you know, we should get a new water heater. Like, it don't make no sense that I gotta get in the shower in the morning, son, and it ain't no hot water at all, son. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to live in prehistoric times, son? So to heat up the water on the back of the stove or something? Well, Walt, if you didn't have a shitty teacher salary and, you know, maybe made a little bit more money, you'd probably be able to buy one. You know, me and your son wouldn't have to take cold showers. Oh, you're such a cold-hearted bitch. What did you say? Oh, nothing, honey. I love you. I said it's cold outside. I'm going to work. And that's what Walt does. He goes to his mundane life at his mundane job, teaching chemistry to a bunch of snobby high school students. And then you're probably wondering to yourself, okay, he works at school and then, you know, after that, he comes home and everything's normal. No! That's not what happens. He teaches these shitty kids and then he has to go work at a car wash after that. Bro has the worst boss of all time. Any guy that looks like this and owns a car wash, you know, the type of guy that has that real deep accent and the real bushy eyebrows, he's kind of a douchebag pretty much every time. This guy's name is Bogdan. I hope I pronounced that right. And he is an asshole. Doesn't help that he's an asshole. Look at my man Walt going outside to clean this very nice car that's owned by the shitty student that he just had an altercation with, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds ago. Bro, are they taking pictures of him right now? They're gonna put him in Time magazine under the article Best Dad with the Worst Life. He's right next to Will Smith, by the way. I just wanted you to, but my fault. Anyways, they go home and they're having a little birthday get together for Walt because, you know, he turned 50. This right here is the GOAT. This is Hank Schrader. This is Walt's brother-in-law. He's married to Mary Schrader, who is Skylar's sister. Mary and Skylar have a very weird relationship, and we'll get into that at some point later down the line. Anyways, Hank is really cool, even though he's a DEA agent. You know, your boy Sin does not mess with 12. Me and R. Kelly are the exact opposite. So he's in there showing off his Glock 22, and then a drug bust comes on TV. Now, Walt seems interested in this drug bust as he learns that all of this money is from one meth bust. He asks Hank about it, and Hank tells him that this is the normal, that meth sellers make this much money on the norm until they get caught. He tells my man Walt that he would take him on a ride along at some point, which is going to become very relevant very soon. Anyways, later that night, my man Walt goes to bed. And you remember in the intro when I was telling you how his wife was on the computer giving him a goddamn jerk-off session? Well, that's exactly what happened. She in there whacking his weasel while she's on there shopping on Temu. While you're on there, why don't you buy Walt a better wife? That at least lay on your back and act like you enjoy it. Jesus Christ. You in there gooning in the big 2026. I mean, I guess it wasn't 2026 in the show, but still, come on, bro. I don't want no hand job. At least put your mouth on it a little bit. Spit on it like you like me. Now, Walt's at the car wash the next day and he ends up seeing this girl. And I guess it got him a little bit excited because as soon as he sees her, his pee-pee got hard, but he passed out. Now, he's on an ambulance and the paramedic is listening to his lungs and it doesn't sound too good. Anytime a paramedic asks you if you're a smoker and you haven't smoked at all, that's not good. Them lungs ain't lunging right. So obviously my man White goes to the hospital and he gets a bunch of scans done. Doesn't tell his wife about it because he hates his wife, but that's another story for another time. He finds out that he has lung cancer, the bad kind, and he really doesn't have that long to live. This is what makes my man Walt go on a downward spiral and try to decide that if he's gonna be the type of man that rolls over and dies or takes life by the goddamn cojones. Look at him standing at the car wash right now. He just glazing outside. He don't even know what the hell to do. Oh, like, damn, I got cancer. My wife sucks. My son's a little shit. My boss has the eyebrows of Snuffleupagus. What am I gonna do? So he does what any logical man would. The next time his boss came and talked to him, he told him about himself. Hey man, hey, let me stop you right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just found out I got cancer, okay? But the real cancer is you, bro. And them nasty ass eyebrows, bro. Like what happened to those things? You look like Wooly Willy. Waldo would hide in your eyebrows, bro. I'm just saying. And nobody in the world would find them. Bro out here looking like he got 2 caterpillars on his forehead, man. Fuck you and fuck this job, cuz. Then my man Walt goes home and he's sitting at the pool, lighting matches on fire and putting them out. What type of emo shit? I wanna kill my mom. I wanna kill my dad. I wanna kill my grandma. Bro sitting at his pool like, wake me up inside. Anyways, he calls Hank and he tells him he wants to go on a ride along, so he does. And this is where our story really kicks into overdrive. Look at these DEA agents going to raid this house right now. I don't know if you guys have ever been involved in a raid at all in your life, but it's terrifying. I mean, cops come running in, full body armor on, AR-15s pointed at you. It sucks. Especially when you have nothing to do with anything that's going on in the house. I remember I was involved in a raid one time and, even though Sin has dabbled in drugs, and I don't even have to say allegedly anymore because I got convicted of it, so I can talk about it. Your boy Sin has sold drugs, I'm not gonna lie. I put it behind me, I changed my ways. But this time in my life, when I was involved in this specific raid, because I've been in 3, I had nothing to do with what was going on. I mean, I got cops pointing guns at my head, telling me to get the fuck on the ground. Like, okay, who's shit in your Cheerios, bro? Are you having a bad day? My God. Anyways, my man Walter's watching them bust in this house, bro. And this dude, Jesse Pinkman, someone that he used to teach in high school, jumped from the top window and dipped off while all of the cops are inside. Now, obviously, my man Walt saw him and even had the time to jump out and see his license plate. Now, him looking at his license plate was important because he decided he was going to go visit Jesse, ask him about the meth game. I mean, it's kind of obvious that he's involved in it. I mean, he has the captain on the back of his damn car. Bro think he Captain Cook, my guy? But anyways, Walt's not here to talk Jesse into turning himself in or to turn over a new leaf. No, he's here to team up. Bro wants to be the Shaq and Kobe of methamphetamine. Man, Jesse, listen, I'm not here to lecture you, bro. I'm here to team up, man. I'm trying to get this paper, man. You trying to get this paper? What you mean you trying to get this paper? Man, come on, man. You was a chemistry teacher. You need to go grade some papers. You feel me? You talking about getting paper. Man, come on, bro. Either you help me or I'm turning you in, bro. Like that. Like, I hate to do that to you. So you gonna come here and you gonna blackmail me, cuz? What type of shit? You know what? All right, cool. I'm gonna help you make meth. But first you gotta get some items together. Some very specific items. A specific set of skills. Yo, what you think, you John Wick? Anyway, so at this point, my man Walt obviously knows everything that he needs to make meth, because he's a chemistry teacher, so it's not really hard. I mean, meth is a chemical. You put some chemicals together, make a chemical compound, it's meth. Bada bing, bada boom, make some money. So he goes and he steals all of the items out of his damn school lab. What do you think is gonna happen? You think people aren't gonna realize that there's been things stolen from your lab? Well, there are gonna be things stolen from his lab because he did it. And yes, someone is gonna find out about it. But we're not there yet. Foreshadowing. Now, Walt knows the exact chemical compounds to make very pure meth. But you see, my man Jesse seems to think that he knows the right way to do it. And he wants to use chili pepper in his meth. Bro, talking about chili P is his signature. What the fuck is that? You putting chili pepper in meth? Oh, what you trying to add a little spicy kick to it? Man, you know me, man. I like my meth with a little spice. So they decide that they're gonna make a mobile meth lab. That basically, he's gonna get an RV and that they're gonna make a lab in it. Now, my man Walt goes to the bank and gets all the money that he has in the world, which is a little bit under $7,000. Really sad if you think about it. I mean, he's 50 years old and has 7 grand. I spent 7 grand last week. All right, I'm just kidding. I didn't spend 7 grand last week. It was like 3 grand, but that's besides the point. I needed a new PlayStation and some shoes. Now, my man Jesse is obviously worried that this dude has lost his mind. Like, why are you 50 years old and all of a sudden trying to break bad? Oh, wait. He said it. It's Breaking Bad, and he said break bad. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's cool because it's the pilot episode. All right, my bad. I'm moving on. Anyways, he tells him to go buy the RV, and they go on their separate ways. But Walter Jr. is going to get some pants. But these douchebags are in there making fun of him. I'm going to put my big boy pants on. I'm not going to lie. When I first heard him say that, I died of laughter. They had to end up using the 7 Dragon Balls to bring me back to life. I laughed so much. I probably shouldn't have laughed that much at Walter Jr. in this moment, but I mean, my God, the kid is funny. And it's not because he's disabled, okay? I'm not ableist, but come on, bro. I'm gonna put my big boy pants on. That's pretty funny. I'm just saying. Anyways, my man Walt had enough of this. People making fun of his kid. I mean, you heard him tell Jesse, he's awake now. So he ends up leaving the store, comes back in, and oh my God, did he just kick this nigga in his knee joint? Jesus Christ, he done knocked this huge ass. Oh my God, this nigga big as shit. Bro, I don't know if Walt would have been able to take this guy. He also had 2 friends with him. They might have jumped his ass. But I guess the whole psycho act worked because they got scared and they left. Says a lot because you're literally hovering over this guy. You're so big and you have 2 men with you. And for some reason, you still left. What a bitch. Anyways, they go out to the RV in the middle of the Mojave Desert like it's New Vegas. All right, my fault. I know I keep saying that, but I really like New Vegas. But they decide that they're gonna make glass grade crystal meth. I don't know why my man Walt felt like he needed to take his clothes off for this. I guess he didn't want to get the fumes on him. Makes sense. But my God, you're making crystal meth in an RV in tighty whities. Have some damn dignity. Now at this point, they got the crystal meth. They need to sell it. So my man Jesse heads over to Crazy 8's house. If you remember, he was with Emilio, who's Crazy 8's cousin. He ended up getting, arrested, obviously, but he made bail. Although Jesse doesn't know this. Now they seem to think that Jesse dimed out on him, even though he really did just get lucky. He didn't snitch. Now obviously this is a bad situation. Jesse's about to get his ass beat by Emilio, who has made bail, but he tells him that Walter White is the one that cooked it. Because obviously they're not gonna believe that this methed out guy is the one that made it. I mean, Jesse, come on, man. You know he ain't make that shit. But none of that matters anyway. What does matter is that they take him out to the desert where the RV is. The problem is, Emilio seen White that day with Hank Schrader because his brother-in-law is a fucking DEA agent. So they think he's a rat. Now at this point, my man Walt has to beg for his life. He tells these guys that he'll teach him his recipe if they don't kill him. Now obviously they're just gonna learn his recipe and then murder both of them, and Walt knows this, so he decides to do the best thing possible. Use his chemistry to help him. So he goes in the RV while they got fucking guns pointed at his head, which is crazy, by the way. I'm in here trying to teach y'all how to cook meth and you about to cook me. They about to get a double on my ass. But he ends up making this nasty ass fume. I don't know what he did or how he made it, but it was nasty enough to kill these guys. I mean, literally murders them. They in there with no gas mask fighting for their life, and they lost the fight. At least that's what I thought at the time. Now, Emilio earlier in this situation, he threw a cigarette out, which ended up lighting up all this dry ass grass behind the RV. So obviously they gotta hop in the RV, him and Jesse, and dip off. Jesse's all knocked out with a black eye. He looked like Mike Tyson got to him, but they hop in the RV and they dip. This is when my man Walt ends up making that videotape from the beginning. You know, telling his kid that he loves him and to, you know, not be mad when kids call him Megatron, but you know, that's besides the point. Now, the reason why he made this and why he started freaking out was because he started hearing sirens. You're probably thinking like, oh my God, this guy's getting arrested. Well, no, it's the first episode of the first season, you fucking idiot. He's just overreacting. He literally almost killed himself. If this gun wasn't on safety, he would have shot himself in his fucking brain. Wouldn't have been no more show. Bro had basically given up. He was about to give himself up. And then we find out that it's just sirens from firefighters, bro. There's been a huge fire. So obviously firefighters are gonna come to the scene. Everything was okay. He dried the money, he went home, and he banged his wife. Oh my God, way to take initiative. But now we're on to episode 2, where my man Walt is finishing what he started, pumping the shit out of his wife and then coughing a lung up, literally. Bro going through it. He done came home late. His wife is asking him a bunch of questions. Why you asking all them questions? Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Make your statements. Assuming? All right, my fault. If you know, you know. Now, the reason why my man Walt was home so late is because 12 hours earlier, back in the desert. But we basically find out we need the RV move this stuff because it's all fucked up. Got a bunch of bullet holes in it. But on their way home, they find out that Crazy 8 isn't dead. And that's how we're here in this situation. Now they got someone not dead, and all they have to do is finish the job. Literally, they have guns there. Just shoot him in the head and get it over with. My God. Anyways, the next morning, my man Walter is at breakfast and he's talking to his wife and his son. Look how he's talking right now, bro. This is the speech pattern of someone nervous, like they're hiding something. And Skylar's not an idiot. She realizes he's acting weird, so now she's on high alert. When you got a stupid, nagging wife like this, all right, hold on, let me rephrase that. I can't keep talking about Skylar this way. Y'all are gonna think I'm a misogynist, but really, she's just an asshole. It has nothing to do with her being a woman. I love women, but Karens? Come on, man. I'm just saying. Walt don't even like his wife, so why should I? None of that matters, though. What does matter is the fact that he's acting weird. Now, Jesse calls him and acts like he's an AT&T agent, which is crazy, by the way, and gets on the phone and tells him that Crazy 8's been rolling around in the RV and he doesn't know what to do. So he tells him after he gets out of school, you know, his job, that he's gonna try to figure out a way to pretty much stop what's been going on. They have a body they gotta get rid of. They got a guy that's really not dead. Things are messed up. Now, Skylar picks up on the fact that things are weird, and because of this, she ends up calling the number back that Jesse just called from. And this dumbass got a stupid voicemail. This your boy Jesse Pinkman from the ABQ, Beyonce. What type of drug dealer are you? Speaking of Jesse, he's back home putting makeup on his black eye. But in the middle of him trying to fix his eye, this dude Crazy 8 done got out of the RV and started running away. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Things are not going to go well. Got this dude running around with bad lungs. Bro can't even breathe right. So my man Walt is driving to Jesse's house in the middle of this happening and he sees Crazy 8. Thank God he stops him. And by stops him, I mean Crazy 8 runs into a tree and knocks himself out. My God, this is how people must feel when they fight Groot. So they go back to the house and they have a team meeting. After tying Crazy 8 to a pole in the basement and putting a bike lock around his neck, crazy by the way, but they got a body that's in an RV, it's hot outside, that's gonna start stinking soon. And then they got this guy in the basement who they need to find a way to kill. So they decide that one of them is gonna have to kill him. And White is trying to tell him like, look, man, we're in this 50-50. Like, we're gonna have to figure this out. Man, Mr. White, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't trying to deal with that, son. I'm not good with bodies. So you really gonna make me do it? But we are in this 50-50, bro. Like respectfully. All right, this is what we gonna do, man. We gonna flip a coin. Man, come on, man. Like, I'll do the other thing, man. I'll get rid of the body, man. Man, heads or tails, man. Stop being a bitch. So they flip the coin and White obviously loses the coin flip. So now he has to find a way to kill Crazy 8. Bro talking about best 2 out of 3. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Cause just a second ago, you was making me flip that coin again. You weren't trying to hear it when I didn't want to do that shit. So now they're trying to figure things out. My man Jesse has a whole list of all the things he's gonna need to get rid of this body, which is gruesome, by the way, because he's gonna have to make a crazy compound that can pretty much dissolve the body, the bones, everything. And on top of that, he has to chop the body up into little parts. All things that sound easy, but aren't. And my man Walter White is at the crib, freaking the fuck out, trying to figure out a way to kill Crazy 8. I mean, look at this dude. Bro had the best idea possible and didn't implement it. He grabbed a gun. Just go shoot him in the head, bro. You literally could just walk down there and That shit over with. Bro, they couldn't put me in no show like this. I would have killed them back in the desert, buried both the bodies there. Let the damn animals eat them. But look at this dude, Walter. Not only is he not killing them, he's giving them water, giving them a sandwich. What the fuck, you giving this a sandwich? You even giving him a bucket to piss and shit in? Yo, you treating him like a human being. If you don't kill this dude, the more stuff that you do for this guy, the harder it is to kill him. My man Walt got too much humanity. Can't have that in this game. Yo, you asking this nigga if he don't like crust on his sandwiches? What is you doing? I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was this nigga Crazy 8, I would have been taking advantage of this soft ass nigga. This nigga is a bitch. This dude Walt is stressing out so much that he ends up getting into my man Jesse weed, bro. Bro done busted the za. I'm fucking in there getting high. Look like me last Saturday. I'm just kidding, yo. I don't smoke. I'm on probation right now. I can't. But the second I get off, I'm putting that za in my lungs. This nigga in there getting high and still ain't killed this dude Crazy 8. He's supposed to be killing Crazy 8 and he upstairs smoking a Crazy 8th. Don't make no damn sense. Anyways, he tells him he's gonna come back tomorrow and do it. This dude's pussy, I ain't gonna lie. He had to leave though. My man Jesse's mad because he didn't do it, but my man Walt, he had to go. He had an ultrasound. Now at this ultrasound, they find out that, oh my God, they're gonna have a little girl. Wow, a little girl. Can't wait till I have a daughter. I'm gonna spoil her. Every time her mom tells her no, I'm gonna do it anyway. Don't tell my future wife that though. If you do, I have to kill you. But Skylar's questioning him about this number that she called back. She finds out it's Jesse by doing a little research online and ask him about it. So my man Walt just does what any natural man would do in this situation. Lies. And says that he buys weed from Jesse. Oh my God, what are you, 16, Walt? Your brother's a DEA agent. What is wrong with you? Man, look, Skylar, I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't quite been myself lately. You know what I'm saying? No shit. Thanks for noticing. But look, man, I love you. Look, man, I just need you to trust me, all right? I just need you one time, just for once, please, to get off of my ass. You know what I mean? Like you've been on my ass my whole life, like a pair of jeans. God damn, just let me smoke a little gas. I'm trying to put that gas so we can move past this. You feel me? All right, that was bars? All right, my fault. That was trash. But that's besides the point, man. Listen though, man. I knew that you would appreciate me asking you, but I just had to be real with you. You're annoying. What do you think I be smoking weed for? You think I smoke weed because I just want to, you know, get over my life discrepancies? No, it's to get over you. You're a bitch. I'm sorry, that was just me talking because I hate Skylar. My man Walt going through it, bro. Arguing with his wife, having to lie to her about smoking gas. This dude Jesse going through it. He trying to figure out how he going to dissolve this body. He got to cut it up. He talking about it's just meat. But well, no, it ain't just meat. Now he's in there messing with this body, trying to figure out what to do. And here comes Skylar White. Oh God. Hey, man, this is private property, man. Yo, back the fuck up, guys. Don't touch me. I'm pregnant. What? I'm not trying to touch you, bitch. Have you seen yourself? Look like somebody's mom. I am a mom to two beautiful children. Bitch, you don't know what that kid look like yet. Now look, my brother-in-law is a DEA agent. I'm gonna tell you once and for all, don't you sell my husband pot anymore. What? Okay. It's just crazy. And not that it's any of my business, but you might want to consider a different line of work. All right. What the fuck is wrong with this bitch? So my man Jesse goes in the house, obviously relieved that she's talking about marijuana and not the fact that they killed two people and they're making meth. So he drags his body upstairs and he dropped it. But eventually he gets him up there and he puts him in a bathtub. This is bad for multiple reasons. The reason why Walt told him that he had to use those bins is because that specific compound, those chemicals won't eat through that bin. But they will eat through this porcelain, which is very bad for multiple reasons, obviously. But Jesse is an idiot. Bro thinks he's about to put this dude in here, put these guns in here, put this damn chemical compound in here, and that it's just gonna melt the body and the guns and everything is gonna be okay. I would like to tell you that's what happens. But as my man Jesse goes downstairs to smoke meth, my man Walt shows up. Hey man, you got a brother in the DEA? And why the hell your motherfucking wife come here talking about to stop selling you marijuana? I don't know. I thought that'd be better than to tell her that we killed two people and we were making crystal meth in the middle of the Mojave Desert like it's Fallout New Vegas. Man, will you shut up about Fallout New Vegas? My God, man. That game was fire though, I'm just saying. So at this point, he explains to Walt that he thought it would be a great idea to use a bathtub instead of those stupid tubs. You know, why use bins and I can just use the bathtub? Now this dumb ass nigga, the tub got a hole in it. It's leaking through the ceiling. It fell through the tub. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I was just, why were you asking me that? You know, those stupid tubs you were talking about? You know, the ones where the acid won't burn through, but they will through metal and ceramic and glass. You know, you stupid Now, at the end of the episode, these two little kids are playing in the desert again, and they end up finding some evidence, a gas mask. This is bad. Look at her, putting this gas mask on. What the fuck is that? What is she doing? What do you think this is, Ark Raiders? I'm addicted to that game, by the way. My God. But that ends episode 2. And now we go to episode 3. That's Trace. Our story starts off with these two stooges and they're trying to clean up what happened when dumbass Jesse put phosphoric acid in a bathtub. My man Walton here having flashbacks of some broad he used to be with. Who the fuck is this? It's somebody you're going to find out who it is later. Don't worry about it. Now we in here daydreaming about numbers and chemicals and all this random stuff that doesn't matter. In the middle of cleaning up blood and guts and oh my God. Now our story starts off with Mary Schrader talking to Sky and Walt Jr. as they're painting the new little girl's room. I hate these shoes. They made me look like a diabetic or something. You kind of do, sis. Yo, can y'all shut the fuck up, son? Yo, hold on, I'm getting a phone call real quick. Yo, what's good, son? Yo, come on. I told you to stop calling me Clank Clank, man. It's not my fault that I can't walk, son. Now, this moment is very important to our story because Sky is talking to Marie. I keep calling her Mary Schrader. Her name's Marie, by the way. I don't know why I do that. I know her name's Marie. I've seen Breaking Bad 3,000 times. Anyways, she's having a conversation with her about marijuana, and obviously she thinks that Walt Jr. is the one smoking marijuana. This is hilarious because, come on, bro. Walt Jr. smoking pot? You know, actually, it kind of makes sense. Like, he goes through a lot. He gets bullied. He has a physical disability. Maybe pot would help him. Can someone get this kid some za? Anyways, this curiosity that Marie has is going to lead to something later. Just wait on that as well. Now, here these douchebags go. They're still cleaning up, and they finally get everything done. And here comes this dude, Crazy 8, talking to him in the basement, talking about, I wouldn't do this to my worst enemy. It's degrading. Oh, you better be glad he ain't kill you, you stupid mother. Take money. All right, my fault. Now he's in there trying to manipulate Walt. Basically tell him what he's doing is inhumane and how he basically needs to let him go. That he doesn't have it in him to kill him. If he did, he would already did it. And I mean, he's not wrong, at least for now. Man, come on, man. This line of work don't even suit you, Walt. So what? I should just let you go? Take that little bike lock off your neck and just let you go willy-nilly like nothing happened? Why do you think that I would do that? Because if you don't, I'm gonna just keep sitting here talking to you, manipulating you and shit. Now at this point, this dude calls this dude Walter White. He knows about his son and everything. I don't know why Jesse gave him this information. Why would you tell him that? What type of douchebag shit is that? I feel bad for this dude Walt, man. He has to deal with this big baby bitch Jesse. A lot of people think that Walt is the bad guy and that Jesse's right, but I never felt that way. I mean, this dude Walt literally changed Jesse's life for the better. I mean, we're going to get into it. There's a lot that happens in different seasons. We can't talk about everything now because obviously I don't want to spoil people that maybe haven't seen Breaking Bad and are just watching my video. And if you are doing that, by the way, make sure that you go watch the show after you finish this video, because I mean, what are you doing? Now anyways, we find out that Jesse's been giving him information, so Walt freaks the fuck out naturally. He goes and breaks in the bathroom where this dude Jesse is in there smoking the meth that they made, wasting money, by the way. What a douche. So they going back and forth, and eventually Jesse gets to yelling at Walt and tells him that he needs to go finish his job, that they flipped a coin and that he did his part, even though he messed up and Walt had to help clean up everything. Kind of sucks. So I just feel like, you know, if it's 50-50 and I had to help you clean up your mess and everything, then maybe you should help clean mine up. That's just me though. Anyways, while they're figuring that out, Marie is at a store stealing eels. Bro, why are you stealing? Isn't she a doctor or something? I think Maria is some sort of like doctor or some shit. Her husband is like the head of a DEA agency, not the head, but like a pretty high up officer. I think she's a radiologist or something like that. I don't know, bro, but they got paper. Why are you stealing? But she ends up calling Hank and tells him that Walter Jr. is smoking pot, which obviously he isn't, and we know that, but that's what she got out of the conversation with Skylar, because she doesn't listen and she's an asshole. So he takes him to go meet this prostitute, right? And oh my God, what the fuck is that? Why does she look like that? Did they get a real prostitute to play this role? Like, I really don't understand. Anyways, her name is Wendy. Hey man, how much you charge for a Wendy? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Hank. Uncle Hank, like, come on, son. You think I want some head from that shit, son? Look at her teeth right now, son. Look at the tartar buildup on that, son. Like, that's ridiculous, man. I'm just saying. Man, shut your ass up, man. Some head is some head, man. Oh, what are you, like, handicapped or something? Man, stop playing with him, man. He got an arm like a howitzer, man. Disrespecting him. He a quarterback. So what you think, though, cuz? What do I think, son? I think that this place is gross and her breath smell like toe cheese, son. What the fuck is that, son? Now, this is all funny how this came full circle, because he was trying to scare this dude, Walt, but ended up making Walt Jr., you know, pretty much laugh at the situation. But it's also funny because Jesse was upstairs waiting on this same prostitute to get some pussy, bro. Bro, you getting meth money now, bro. You buying this? Go find some better pussy, bro. I can't believe that he just went through this with this prostitute, man. You got to do better, my guy. Now, this dude Walt is out late once again, and obviously he's at this house trying to figure out how to kill Crazy 8. Bro making a list of the pros and cons of killing him. So his wife ends up calling him, and she's fed up at this point. Tells him to just stay wherever he's at. Don't worry, bitch. I'm going to. So my man Walt is downstairs, and he ends up making this dude a sandwich, bro. Bologna and cheese. Cuts the crust off for him, mayonnaise, brings him some chips. What a lovely guy, man. What a wonderful dinner. Bologna and cheese sandwich with mayonnaise and some potato chips. God, I love it. Motherfucker can't even walk downstairs without coughing his lung out. Bro passes out. Look at this motherfucker. Bro walked downstairs and passed out, bro. Now, I always wondered, right? When he passes out and the plate breaks and stuff and there's glass on the floor. Let me just pause it real quick. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of glass we can see. Now, when he wakes up, let's count the same pieces of glass again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's still 7 pieces of glass, bro. But my thing is, how did he take a piece of the glass from the plate? I know that I'm, speaking ahead of what happened, but it doesn't look like there's any glass missing. Now, my man wakes up, goes upstairs to go make this dude another sandwich. Now, this dude, Walt, goes down there, take some beers too, bro. What, you about to go hang out with this nigga, bro? So that name, Crazy 8, man, did they really call you that? Hell yeah, man. Crazy in these streets. She don't got no real name? I mean, yeah, I got a real name, man. Like, it's Domingo, man. That's like Sunday, right? Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna call you that, bro. I ain't calling you Crazy 8, bro. You a grown ass man. Like, come on, bro. Crazy 8? Earlier I smoked the Crazy 8. You feel me? Man, come on, that's trash. All right, my fault. Now, you keep telling me I ain't got it in to kill you. And maybe I do, maybe I don't, bro. But I'm looking for any reason not to, bro. Like, I don't want to kill you, man. And listen, man, I can just say whatever happened to us didn't happen. Go back to life like, nothing happened at all. Shit, we can even go into business, Y'all keep making that fire ass meth, we get paper. Man, I feel you, man, and I hear you, bro. But you got to convince me of that. And before you do, you ain't going nowhere, cuz. Man, I'm from right here, man. ABQ, man. My pops, man, he owned a furniture store and shit. You know what I mean? Couches, beds, chairs and shit, And I know that place, bro. They used to have those late night commercials, man. Don't let shopping stay in your brain, oh. Just sing the short refrain, oh. Our furniture is bueno. Tampico is the name, oh. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You just put your dad. I ain't gonna hold you. Man, so what you had, like a musician in the family or something? Nah, man, my crazy cousin Alex, man. He used to sing at these bitches and shit at the bar. On his Drake shit. Hit him with the, cups of the rose. You feel me? Like he was trying to really pull them Johns. But he just did it one time, on some random shit. Hey, 16 years ago, man, how old would you have been, bro? And I was young as shit. I don't know, like 5, 6, something like that. Now, at this point, this dude is straight in my man Walter White's head, bro. Literally making him feel like he's human, which is the last thing he is. I mean, he is a human being, but he ain't got no soul of a human. Bro, it's terrible. But obviously, my man Walter White doesn't see it like that, bro. Bro got this nigga in here crying right now. Man, Walt, if you don't put your goddamn big boy pants on, we are acting like a hoe, man. Now, he goes upstairs, bro. He's about to grab the key, man. He ends up grabbing it from the top of this joint. He about to let him go, bro. But then he decides that he's going to get the plate out. And then he starts putting the plate together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of the plate. There's a piece missing. Remember, we counted 7 pieces. Now, how the hell did he get the 7th piece without Walt knowing? Don't even make any sense. So my man Walt, he goes back downstairs, bro. Tells him to turn around. And he's like, yo, so you not angry? What you mean, man? Nah, whatever, man. I just want to go home, man. So then he asks him, bro, after the dude talking about, don't lie me, Walter. The moment I do, are you going to stick me with that broken piece of plate? So then he grabs a damn bike lock. He uses this dude's weight to choke him out. Ends up putting his damn leg on that motherfucker, bro. Bro stabbed the shit out his leg. God damn. And he chokes him, kills him, bro. Oh my God. Bro talking about, I'm so sorry, bro. You ain't sorry. He was about to kill your ass with a piece of plate. Fuck that nigga, cuz. I would have did the same thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So after killing this dude Crazy 8, my man Jesse pulls up back to the crib, goes into the RV, it's all clean, goes downstairs. Crazy 8 not down there. The basement all cleaned up. He probably confused as hell, like, yo, what the hell is going on? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. My man Walt had it in him. Really killed this dumbass. Even left the bike lock down there, so we did it. Now, my man Walt, we did his business, but bro is not feeling good, so he doesn't go to work. But in the midst of all of this happening, Hank is investigating the crime scene. ends up finding the car of these two douchebags, finds a gas mask that little girl found, even found some really good crystal meth in the glove department. Now my man Walt, he don't know what to do right now. He going through it. Bro is stressing. But what he does know is he has to make things right with his wife. So he goes home and he tells her that he has something to tell her. Oh my God, is he finally going to tell her that he's selling meth? No, but he is going to tell her something very important. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what could Walt possibly be telling his wife that is impactful to the story? Well, I don't know. Maybe the fact that he has cancer? Anyways, episode 4 starts off with Hank Schrader telling his whole entire organization about Operation Icebreaker. They found out that the big players in town that have been selling meth have gone missing. Missing in action. Don't know what's going on with them, where they're at, or what's even happening with them. They can only assume that they're dead though, because their car was left abandoned. You remember I told you about that gas mask and how the kid finding it was going to lead to some big problems for Walt and Jesse? Well, here we are, because Hank is very good at his job. He thinks that there's some big player in town and it's like some super crazy kingpin, some super tough guy, but in reality, I mean, it's Walt. So I mean, the guy teaches chemistry, for God's sake. Now here we are at my man Walt's house, bro. Him, Walt Jr., Marie, Sky, and Hank. Unfortunately, Sky is here. I mean, also Holly is here. This is what they're going to end up naming their daughter. Look at how my man Walt is looking at this damn grill right now, bro. Looking at the chicken like, yo, that's what my lungs look like right now. All right, my fault. That was crazy. Now they sitting here having a conversation about everything. Like everything is normal. Whole time Sky is terribly upset. Yo, son, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm just so glad that everybody's here right now, son. The only thing that I'm sad about is the fact that I don't get no hoes. Like, I'm just saying, like I know that I'll be clinking when I walk around and all that shit, son. But I mean, come on, son. I'm kind of handsome. I mean, not really handsome, but I mean, like, I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the reality of it all is, I mean, you gotta have some confidence, kid. You feel me? Like, look at your Uncle Hank. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here bald and all that. But you think I let that deter me from getting hoes? Think I missed the clean in my hood, cuz? Cause I clean up the bitches. Yo, Uncle Hank, respectfully, son, you don't get no hoes. Now, in the midst of them talking about confidence and how Walt Jr. is a big puss, Walt ends up getting asked how him and Sky met. And he explains that they met at a diner. And honestly, when I think about it, Walt's about to turn 50, but Sky's like 39, I think. So they got like an 11-year age gap. When did you meet her at this diner? You gotta think, right? If Walt Jr. is like 17, 16 or whatever, then that means Sky had him when she was like, what, 23? I know that they didn't just get straight together and have no damn kid. So my man Walt probably met her when she was like 20. He was like 31. Freaky ass. All right, my fault. I'm just saying though. Anyways, he explains how he was doing crossword puzzles, saw what he liked, and one thing led to another. Bada bing, bada boom, Walt Jr. But Sky ends up crying in the middle of this because obviously him telling and talking about how they met, it brought up a lot of memories. Memories that are sad right now because, well, her husband has cancer and he's probably going to die with barbecued lungs. So he tells everybody there that he has cancer, bro. And now they're sitting there, and of course Marie's like, you know, I'm a radiologist. I'm gonna get the best oncologist in the city to look at your lungs, okay? Like, I mean, the best. Bro, Marie always trying to make something about her, bro. Nobody cares. Now, this moment right here leads to a lot of the plot of the story, because the thing with Walt is he hates that he's about to leave his family with a bunch of debt and problems. And this is especially bad for an ego or manhood, bro. And it's why when Hank looks at him and says, hey, Walt, I want you to know, no matter what happens, man, I'm gonna take care of your family. You gonna take care of my family? Oh, hell no, I'm about to go sell meth. And we have Breaking Bad. Let's go see what the homie Jesse's doing. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a giant hole in his damn house. You remember this dumbass dude put that shit in his tub. I still can't believe that he did this. Why did you think that that was a smart idea? I'm telling you, that beanie on his head is a little bit too tight, man. Now, these two guys here are Combo and Skinny Pete. I mean, obviously, you know who Skinny Pete is, and Combo, his name could be that for multiple reasons. I mean, he likes to order combos at fast food restaurants. He likes the chips combos. I mean, it's a fat nigga name. It is what it is. They want some crystal meth, and my boy Jesse just happens to have some very good meth. Meth that got made by a real chemist. The issue here is Jesse wants to get sober. He doesn't want to do meth anymore because it makes him paranoid. And honestly, bro, I feel him. I wouldn't want to do meth either, bro. That shit has to be terrifying. I mean, it's terrifying and addicting. So addicting that his friends are about to leave just because he doesn't want to do it. Hey man, if you don't want to share, you don't have to. Don't give me a soap opera. Well, first off, combo, fat mother, take money. It ain't about sharing. Obviously, you've never shared in your life. The only thing that you've shared is the clear high blood pressure and cholesterol that runs in your family. So he pulls out the meth, he does it with him, and everything is good. Until the next day when he literally thinks that Jehovah Witnesses are biker gang members. Bro, these niggas is coming to his door with a grenade and is that a machete? Old time, bro, it's Jehovah Witnesses trying to tell him about his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My man Jesse going through it, bro. He literally grabbed the meth and then hopped his own fence. Paranoid ass. Now Sky's back at the crib making all these moves and appointments. Made an appointment with one of the best oncologists in the entire nation. Honey, the best oncologist, not even in New Mexico, but the top 10 in the entire world, Dr. Delicova Lavovi. It sound like an Italian dish. We set an appointment, it's gonna go good. This is great. Now Shorty gotta put the appointment on the credit card, bro. An initial appointment is $5,000, bro. Just for an appointment. What the fuck is that? 5,000? Does the appointment come with head? I'm just asking. Now, Walt's trying not to get too hung up on the fact that this is going to cost a lot of money, but I mean, what else is he supposed to do? Sit by while his family goes into debt and stress because he can't afford appointments? Now, my man Walt has decided that he's going to have to basically sell drugs to pay for these appointments, because if he doesn't pay for them, it's going to stress his wife out. You know, happy wife, happy life. Happy husband. Well, there's nothing that rhymes with that because husbands are never happy. Okay, I know I'm being a little bit pessimistic here, but I mean, when's the last time you saw a happy husband? All right, my fault. Bro, look how paranoid this dude Walt is, bro. He freaking out when Walt Jr. walks in. His son doesn't even understand why he's acting like a big bitch right now. Acting like nothing is going on, like he doesn't have cancer. And like, look at this dude, even when he leaves the house, bro, he thinks that this cop behind him's trying to come get him. What evidence would they have that you've done anything? Y'all literally disposed of the bodies the right way. No body, no murder weapon, no case. Everybody knows that. Now he's about to go to the bank to deposit his money so he can end up making this payment for this appointment. And look at this douchebag taking his parking spot. Bro, does he have Ken Wins on his license plate? Bro, you know what? If I was Walt, I'd add him to the list. Walt's second body, or technically third body because he killed 2 people. But that's besides the point. Bro, this motherfucker Walt is on episode 4 of season 1 and has killed 2 people already. He's a demon. Bro, he got one of them dumbass earphone headsets on, bro. Bro, I forgot that they even made those for cell phones back then. Like, oh my God, this dude look like he's in Star Trek right now, bro. Who is Stacy and why is he calling her a cow? This nigga think he's in peak physical condition? Like, come on, bro. Anyways, remember when I told you that Jesse got all paranoid and he ran away? Well, he ended up going to his mom and dad's house. Now, they still love Jesse very much, but I mean, this dude is, you know, he's a drug addict. So, I mean, gotta keep those types of people at arm's reach. But it's cool that Jesse's back, though, because he's making a connection with his family again, and he gets to talk to his little brother, who he's basically neglected his entire life. That was mom and dad are discussing if they're gonna let Jesse stay there or not. Talking about how the Presbyterian church has the meetings for drug addicts, and maybe if he decides to go there, that they'll let him stay. Yo, did his mom really have to say his clothes look lived in right now? Yo, come on, bro. You ain't gotta cook my nigga like that. Even though he does have the fit of a nigga that shops at City Trends, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I know my man Walt is going through it right now, bro. His son mad at him because he feel like he's not taking anything serious. His wife's mad at him because she feels like he's not taking anything serious. It's a lose-lose. It's like bro doesn't want to have to go through a miserable life because he has cancer. I understand that, and I get it wholeheartedly. You should have the choice to make whatever decision you want to make involving your life, but maybe they don't understand that. It's going to come up very soon and be relevant, but just wait on it. Anyways, Jesse and his brother are back at his mom and dad's crib, and they're having a conversation. He's catching up with him, talking about all the things that his brother's doing, playing instruments, becoming a part of business teams, winning all types of awards. And then his mom comes walking in, bro, asking them if they having a good time. And she gonna keep the door open? Yo, what the fuck what you think my man Jesse even about to do to his little brother? Well, I ain't gonna lie, I would never be able to go through the stuff that this dude Jesse is going through, bro. Cause there's no way possible that this grown ass man got his mom in here keeping the door open. Yo, yo, that would have been enough for me to crash out, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Now my man Jesse is going through it at this time. He's reminiscing about his old life, his current life, and how everything is going. And then he gets a phone call from Combo, the fattest nigga in the show. All right, my fault. As a fellow big guy, I can make fun of big guys. It's kind of like a rule we have, you know? It's, you can make fun of your own. Anyways, he tells someone that his cousins in town and that they want some of that good ass he had. So Jesse goes and sells it all to him, but then he shows up to Walt's house, and this is where we have a little problem. Hey man, I just thought we could we could debrief or something. Debrief? Bro, hold up. What you talking about, boxers? Yeah, that's the only briefs I know about, but ain't no way you talking about a debrief. Man, come on, man, everybody like the meth, man. I'm just thinking like maybe me and you could, cook some more, man. You know what I'm saying? What? Cook a little more? Yo, get off my property, man. Now, the real reason that Jesse is here is because he has $4,000 to give to Mr. Walt, his share from the batch that he made. I guess my man Jesse didn't smoke all of it, which is crazy because, he's a meth head. Nah, yo, my man Walt want to yell at him and tell him to leave, but look at him scooping that money up out the pool. I'm just saying. Now, they end up going to that appointment and they're talking to the doctor, and he's giving them all the ins and outs of chemotherapy, how it could help, how it might not help, the side effects, etc., etc. My man Walt's going through it, obviously, because on one hand, it's like, okay, yeah, I could put my body through all this rigorous, treatment. But on the other hand, I could just not and die the way I want to. I kind of feel him, bro. I'm just saying. If I was him, maybe I wouldn't want to go through all of that bullshit either. Having to go bald and feeling sick all the time kind of sucks. He has a decision to make. And you know who else has a decision to make? Jesse's mom and dad. They found a joint in his room. Well, the cleaning lady did, but she ended up snitching. If I was her, I would have smoked the joint and I wouldn't have said anything. Now, obviously, his parents end up kicking him out because of this joint. But we find out that it wasn't Jesse's. It was his little brother's joint the entire time. I walked up to him and said, "Thanks for not telling on me." And I was like, yo, this little ass kid smoking that za? That gas? It makes sense when you think about it. His life kind of sucks. Now, you remember that douchebag that was in my man Walt's bank? Well, he sees him again at a gas station, and he decides that he's gonna go put the squeegee on his battery. This makes his car explode, by the way. Good for you, Walt. Teaching Ken Wins that he can fucking lose sometimes. What a complete asshole. And that concludes episode 4. But don't worry, because we're still here for episode 5. And my man Jesse is trying to get a job? Hey, yo, this dude in here trying to tell him about all the experience he has working. Bro, ain't nobody need you to have no experience, my man. You misunderstanding. This ain't no sales job. We want you to go outside and spin this sign, cuz. Bro is trying to make my man Jesse a glorified sign spinner, which is insane, by the way. He wanted him to dress up like a dollar bill and spin a fucking sign. Bro, what is this, Wheel of Fortune? Yo, hold up. This guy in this dollar bill sign is Badger. I'm not gonna lie to you, Badger's cool in some ways, but he's also kind of a douchebag. We'll get to that later. But anyways, they're having a conversation about Jesse and him selling meth, and Badger's trying to explain to him how this sign spinning job isn't that bad. But if he ever wants to team up, that maybe they could sell some crystal together. Man, Jesse in there talking about how he thinking about retiring. Now, Jesse's about to leave, but then he's sitting in the car realizing that finding a job is not as easy as he thinks. Shit's kind of hard, actually. Bro is literally trying to find a job in the classifieds. When is this, 2007? Actually, I think this is probably around that time, probably like 2007 to 2010-ish. I'm not 100% sure, but that's probably what it is. Anyways, my man Walt and Sky is going to a birthday party, bro, with Walt's old business partner. Now, this is Gretchen. This is the girl that Walt was in love with, but he ended up getting snaked out by his old roommate and partner. Bro didn't just take Gretchen, he also took the company too. Like, bro, that is ridiculous. Why are you still friends with this nigga? Now, they show up to this party, bro, and obviously they don't look anything like any of the people here, bro. They popping out. Sky got a prom dress on from Carrie 1987, and this nigga Walt dressed like, what the fuck kind of suit is this? It looked like he drives yachts. Like, all right, my fault. Bro, I would not be walking around admiring this giant ass house that my friend clearly stole from me. Bro, if I was Walt, I would slap Elliot in his damn head, bro. First off, his head little and his ears big. Now, the problem with this whole party is that Sky wanted to come here to give them this pity story about how Walt has cancer, etc., etc. But this leads to Elliot offering Walt a job so he can get paid a salary and have good health insurance to pay for his treatment, which is crazy because it's basically a pity job. Now, Walt realizes this, bro, tells him no, and bro still offers to pay for the treatment, which pisses Walt off. So now they leave. Him and Sky got a long drive back to the house. My man Walt does not want to do this, and he definitely doesn't want it to get paid by the guy that basically stole his entire life from him. How the hell did you get the company and my bitch? I'm telling you, bro, I would have crashed at that party, bro. I would have killed that nigga. Maybe not kill him because it was in the middle of a bunch of white people at a party. So, they're having a very awkward breakfast. Walter Jr. is feeling awkward because obviously he knows his mom and dad are going through something. But Walt and Sky are being awkward because, well, Sky just tried to get the guy that stole Walt's life to pay for his goddamn cancer treatment. Anyways, Jesse and Badger are in the middle of nowhere trying to make meth, but they keep messing up. Well, I mean, Jesse keeps messing up. The Badger's not really doing anything besides playing with it. Is that a cross, bro? What the fuck is this? You think it's Turok Evolutions? Yo, what is he about to hunt with that? Now, my man Walt Jr. is going through a lot with his dad, and because of that, he's acting out. And by acting out, I mean, he's trying to buy beer from this random fucking store. Bro, hold up. That's 3 times. That's 3.5. Yo, why did they think that they was gonna be able to ask somebody to buy them beer, bro? This never works. Now, this dude ended up asking this random guy in the truck who happens to be a cop. And instead of calling his dad, he calls Hank, bro. Like, come on, bro. You gonna call Hank to come bail you out, not your father? Bro, even Hank knew that was wrong. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You messed up for calling me and not your dad. Yo, respectfully, son, my dad wouldn't even have been there for me, son. This motherfucker ain't even been home in like 3 weeks. I don't even know where the fuck he at right now, son. Now, while they're going through all of this, and Hank is explaining to Marie and Sky what's going on with Walt Jr., they're having a discussion about why Walt is turning down this treatment. Why not get somebody to pay for it if they're offering? Doesn't make sense. So Sky decides that she's gonna have an intervention with this dude Walt, that they're gonna sit down as a family, have a talking pillow, and explain to him why he's tripping. Yeah, this is clearly gonna be a great idea. Now, Jesse and Badger are in the middle of nowhere still making this meth, but Jesse keeps throwing it out and it's making Badger mad. Badger wants to get high. See what happens with these drug addicts, man. I'm just saying. Now they end up fighting, bro, and Jesse throws him out of the RV. At this point, he's trying to drive off. This dude Badger is chasing him with a crossbow. What the f? What's he gonna shoot the RV? Bro, about to hit one of them tires, bro. You all gonna be cooked. Anyways, let's go to this intervention to see what's going on there. Okay, honey, I have the talking pillow, so I'm gonna start. I know it's hard for you to accept help, okay? It's the way that you were raised, but honey, like, it's okay to lean on people, and you need this treatment right now. We need you. You're being selfish. You have a son, you have a daughter on the way. Don't you want to see your daughter grow up? You're being an asshole. Now she ends up passing the pillow to Hank, bro, and this nigga, bro, he don't even know how to even communicate his emotions right now. Hey, man, this whole cancer thing, man, you was dealt the shit hand, man, you know? Sometimes luck can change. You know how many times I had a shit hand, I ended up with, you know, a full house, man. I mean, the key is to keep placing your bets, man, and holding on, man, you know what I'm saying? What are you saying? All right, look, man, look at it like this, man. It's the bottom of the knife, right? You up, right? You got a bum arm. There's no way you're gonna hit a homer, though. You know what I'm saying? You can either let the pinch hitters hit the back, or you could walk off the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you got your pride and all that, but come on, son. Like, this cancer shit fucking you up. Your wife telling me your dick not working, like, yo, son, give me this damn pillow, son. Yo, dad, listen, son, I'm gonna be real with you, man. This is bullshit. Like, on some real shit, son. I'm mad, son. You're being the pussy. I'm saying? Like, come on, you ready to give up, son? You think if I gotta deal with this bullshit all day, son, I got disabilities, son. I'm walking around with clinks on this shit. And I gotta deal with that. The girls is at school calling me clink, dad. I'm going through all this, man. You scared of a little chemotherapy shit? Like, man, I'm just tired of this shit, son. Like, I swear to God, son. Don't take this pillow away from me, son, before I crash out of this bitch. I think you should do whatever you want to do. What? Just being honest, he's the one with cancer. It's not up to us. How would you do this? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Marie is out of pocket, bro, but she being real though. I mean, at the end of the day, it is his choice. You see people every day being a radiologist, bro. Radiologist, my fault, yo. You know your boy sent a little slow, you know what I'm saying? My fault. But listen though, she see people every day, bro. They miserable. Cancer spreading everywhere, they body all deteriorating, they nauseous and sick. Like, why would my man Walt want to go through that? I kind of understand where Marie coming from. But in the middle of them arguing about this, here come this dude Walt, bro. Did this dude just do a whistle? What is thing is basketball? Anyways, Walt feels like he doesn't get to make a choice, bro. Like his whole life, he feels like he hasn't got to make any choices. And he finally has a choice to make. Do the chemotherapy or don't, bro. Live his life how he wants to or be sick and die. He feels like, what's the point of surviving if he can't even work, enjoy a meal, make love with his wife? He feel like for what time he has left, he wants to live in his own house, you know, sleeping in his own bed and not have to take 30 or 40 pills a day. And I kind of feel him though, in a way. I mean, that is a shitty life. I feel bad for Walt in a lot of ways, bro, because you know, his family, they probably don't really understand what he's going through right now. He goes to bed and then he wakes up, sees all these books that his wife's been reading about his cancer and all the things that he's going through. And he comes to the realization that, you know, maybe I should do this for my family, bro. And he tells Sky that he's going to do the treatment. And I can't believe that he gave up like that. But I mean, at the same time, I kind of get it, bro. You want to make your wife happy. You want to make your kids happy. You want to live. So, you know, at least they have the opportunity to enjoy you while you're here. But also you want time to make some money so they don't have to go through a bunch of debt and stuff. I mean, I get it. Shit, even Walt Jr. happy. Look at him smiling, bro. Little doofy mouth. Yo, look at my man Walt, bro, going through this chemotherapy, bro. They putting bags on this. What the f is that? Did they put him in a plastic bag? Get a plastic bag. Go ahead, pick up all the cash. You danced all night, girl. You deserve it. Get a plastic bag. All right, my fault. What the fuck is that? They putting lasers on his chest, bro? Oh, nah, not the green dots. Last time I saw a green dot, I seen somebody's brain get splattered into Tuesday, and it was Saturday, my nigga. Anyways, he's going through this chemotherapy, but he realizes he's going to need to make some money, bro. Yo, hold on. I know that Gretchen is not calling him on the phone right now. Bitch, I can't believe you. The audacity. Talking about, I just heard about the cancer. What? Bro, I don't need your charity, bitch. You gonna go fuck with my mans. But at this point, my man approaches Jesse, and he decides that, hey, man, you want to cook? And I thought you never asked, guys. And just like that, we're on to episode 6. Yo, hold up. I know that we on episode 6 right now, but wait a minute. What the fuck is that? What is this, a strainer? Oh, wait, it's just the bullet holes that were in the RV that Walt created. Y'all are probably forgetting why these bullet holes are in this RV. Well, I didn't. Thankfully, I'm here for you. These bullet holes are in the RV because they murdered 2 people in the first episode. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I can't believe that they hadn't got these things fixed. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you don't think that a cop would see bullet holes in an RV and, I don't know, get probable cause to enter it? That's gonna come up later in the series. Just wait on that. Look at my man Walt and chemotherapy. He's getting apple juice put in his veins. You know, apple juice or ginger ale, apple cider. Could be piss too, but I mean, you know, whatever. Bro, you see how slick Walt is, bro? Getting Sky to go back to the house so he can leave chemotherapy and go make meth. Oh, I just want you home when Walt Jr. gets back. He's 16 years old. Think this fucking kid needs his mommy at home? My God, bro. Anyways, Walt gets done with his chemotherapy and he turns his check in at the front. He has to tell her to not deposit it until Monday because he's broke as fuck. And then he goes to class. You know, it's funny because I thought he was telling Sky to leave so he could go make meth after, but I think his wife just gets on his fucking nerves. Makes sense though, because she bothers me too. Now, you remember that Walt went to the doctor and he was explaining to him that he was going to have some symptoms, you know, side effects from the chemotherapy. Well, it's affecting him in class. He's trying to teach about chemical reactions and explosions and reactants, but really there's a chemical reaction going on in his body right now, and the reactant is the vomit that is about to explode from his mouth. That was a bar. Bro in a public school bathroom throwing up like a 16-year-old girl that has morning sickness. What happened to the generation of teen mom? I just don't see it anymore. What a weird fucking show, by the way. Now, Walt Sky and Walt Jr. go to this, what seems to be cancer AA. I've never seen nothing like this. It's really a cancer support group, but all of these people in here look like they're addicted to something. I guess that's just the side effects of the chemo making them look sick. Sky's explaining how his body's getting small and frail when she holds him. Don't get mad at me because you're a fucking beluga whale now that you're pregnant. Shorty getting insecure because my man Walt dropping weight. Now, Sky brought him here for support, but really I think it's because she's nosy. She in there asking him, well, Walt, what do you do when you're gone for hours at a time? Oh, well, honey, I go and I make meth with my cracked out old student. Yeah, me and Jesse Pinkman, we go and make the old meth. He really tells her that he goes on walks and that he enjoys nature, the cacti, the way that the meth smoke leaves the RV. Yo, does this nigga Walt about to pass out in the RV? Speaking of it, oh my God, go get some air. Bro in the middle of New Mexico heat, about to die next to an RV. Now at this point, Jesse realizes when Walt unzips his suit that he has a chemotherapy marker on his chest. That's where they shoot the radiation to attack where the tumor is. So it leaves a big red mark there. So you weren't gonna tell me you had cancer, man? So we out here making meth, you just gonna up and die. Man, this is the shit I be talking about, man. You can't even have a real partner nowadays. Motherfuckers just gonna get cancer on you. Man, come on, bro. I know that I got cancer and I know that I should have told you. Man, and furthermore, how you gonna give me this voice and I'm younger than you? This sound like an old nigga. Well, actually, it's Master Splinter from Hood Ninja Turtles, okay? Those of you that know. But also, because you look like you got that voice. You're an addict. Okay, listen, man, I might have done meth in my mom's attic at one point in my life, but that don't make me an addict, man. I mean, I am an addict, but that's besides the point. Now, my man Walt is sick and he tells Jesse to go finish the batch off. He believes in him. Says that he can do it. It's like a proud dad. Now Hank and his partner Gomi, they're starting to close in on some information. You see that mask that they found, right? It turns out that there was some magic marker on it that got washed away, and they find out that it came from the lab of Walt's school. This is not going to end well, but it's going to end well for my man Jesse because he getting that motherfucking meth all straight cash. That fatty. So my man Jesse come back to the RV and he gives this man Walt $2,600. Really $1,300 minus the cell phone that he bought him because they got to talk on a burner. Makes sense. I mean, they're drug dealers now. This man Walt talking about 26, like $26,000. And no, man, 2,600, man. Fuck you think I'm the meth genie? Only sold a house. Bro, we gotta think outside the box, bro. Like, there ain't no way, bro. That's not enough. It's too much risk for this little bit of money. 1,300 in a day? Man, come on, man. 1,300 times 365. That's a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like 365. That's like motherfucking like $300,000 plus a little bit more. Almost 400,000. I'm not a math major, man. You know what I'm saying? We can make like 40,000 a week though. Okay, 40,000 a week. That's like 52 weeks. Man, that's like $2 million. God damn. See what I'm saying? Now, because of this, Walt suggests to Jesse that they find a distributor, somebody that they can take the meth to in big quantities and sell it all at one time. The problem is, the one that they did know, they murdered. But don't worry though, Jesse's friend knows another one that he was locked up with in St. Louis. This friend is Skinny Pete. But before we get there, let's go see what Walt's doing. Oh, he's just vomiting. Again, motherfucker gotta chew gum because his breath smells crazy. Yo, hold up. Who is this little teacher walking in on Walt right now? Yo, she kind of bad as shit. And Hank's here. Okay, this is bad, guys. So Hank is here, obviously, to ask Walt about these items that were missing. So they decided that they're going to go through every piece of inventory and find out just what's missing from the lab. This is not a good thing for multiple reasons. Now, Walt is in there acting stupid right now. Well, I keep the keys in my pocket so no one could possibly get in here. Well, if no one can get in there, Walt, and you're the only one with the keys, you're the one that stole the items. Bro, if Hank didn't think you was some soft ass square, bro, he would have arrested you right there. Now, my man Saved by the Bell, bro. Jesse calls him and tells him about Tuco. Tuco Salamanca is insane. I've seen Tuco do a lot of weird things to a lot of people. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tuco was a straight demon. I've seen him murder people with his bare hands. And you guys will too, very soon. Anyways, him and Jesse go talk to Tuco, and obviously, you know this isn't gonna end well. So he's taking him the meth to let him try it and try to sell it to him. Uh-oh. Now this big guy right here, his name is Gonzo. This other guy, I don't really know, bro, but that's besides the point. Yo, this nigga Skinny Pete tried to walk up and give him dap, and he was not having it. Bro, I knew that this man Tuco was gonna be a problem when he made Jesse hit the meth before he hit it. Not only that, you know, to check to make sure he's not a cop, but he made him hit it off the end of a knife. Not messing with no guy like that. I'm just being honest. Now the problem is Tuco, he is gonna take the meth, but he wants it on consignment. 35 G's floated, basically. Now my man Jesse doesn't want to do that, but Tuco says the deal is done. So Jesse tries to run off with the damn meth, and Tuco's like, bro, where you going? Bring your bitch ass back here. Don't worry. I got your money. I'll give it to you. And right before he hands him this money, bro, he starts beating the shit out of him with it. I've never seen someone get beat with a bag of money before. Now, while my man Jesse is getting transferred to the hospital for his internal injuries and broken ribs, Hugo at the school, you know, the nice guy that gave him some gum because his breath smelled like vomit, he's getting transferred to a police department. Yeah, he's getting arrested because he has a background in drugs. This dude literally had a little drug charge, a possession charge, and they think that he stole the fucking stuff. I mean, I hate racial profiling, but that's exactly what happened here. Saw this janitor, oh, it's a Hispanic guy. Let me randomly look at his background. God, I hate cops. Anyways, they end up arresting Hugo, which sucks. And Jesse's missing at this point. I mean, I know and you guys know that he went to the hospital, but Walt doesn't know yet until he finds out. Jesus Christ, why does he look so bad? Oh yeah, he got beat with a bag of money. Yo, they got my man Jesse in there on that shit right now. He probably got morphine in his veins. Now Skinny Pete's talking to this dude Walt, bro, and Walt's asking him straight up, I need to know every single thing that you can tell me about Tuco. I don't know what this man Walt is about to try to do, but it can't be good. Yo, whoa. Is this nigga Walt pissing blood right now? What the fuck is that? Yo, somebody help him. Bro losing his hair. He eating 30 pills a day. Keep the doctors away with 30 pills a day. What happened to an apple, my nigga, bro? Like, it's ridiculous. Now, I'll tell you what my man Walt did decide to do, though. He decided to cut all of his hair off. Bro said, fuck it, I'm going cue ball on him. So he cut his hair off, and then he pulls up to Tuco's place. What the fuck is that? What is he about to do? Hey, you Tuco? Yeah, I'm Tuco, cuz. What's your name, man? I'm Heisenberg. Heisenberg? What the fuck? What you playing, Black Ops Zombies, cuz? What kind of stupid name is that? And what's your problem, man? What you want, man? It's your meeting. And I want $50,000, man. 50 G's. 35 for that pound of meth you stole, and 15 for my man's pain and suffering. My partner. Your partner? Yo, hold up. Did this nigga Tuco just put a cigarette out on his tongue? Oh my God. Are you a bold motherfucker, man? You know that? Let me get it straight, man. So I beat your man ass, take the dough, and then you come in here and you bring more meth, cuz? Well, you got one part of that wrong though, cuz. This right here, This ain't no meth. And then this man Walt grabs the shit off the desk and throws it on the ground, and everything in the room explodes. What the fuck is that? Yo, this motherfucker threw that shit and blew everything up. They talking about, yo, don't shoot him. Bro, nigga, fuck that, bro. I'll take the risk. Shoot that nigga in his head, cuz. So my man Walt pulls up, gets the money back, makes a deal with him to get the money up front on further deals. And he tells this nigga that he gotta take 2 pounds instead of 1. Oh, this nigga Walt got balls. Look at him. Yo, he got back in the car, seen that money. That motherfucker feel alive, boy. You need to clean your nose off, though. You're bleeding a little bit. This nigga don't even care no more, bro. He got cancer and said, fuck it. I got cancer. I don't give a fuck what happens to me. Can be a blessing, but it also can be a curse. Now, we're finally on to the last episode of season 1. The finale, if you will. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Why is we starting at my man Walt's school right now? Now, it remains one of our top priorities for the APD and the DEA to stop the transfer of methamphetamines. Man, what the fuck are you talking about? Man, why y'all talking like you ain't catch nobody, man? Didn't you arrest the janitor? Yo, hold on. Is this freaky ass Walt trying to play with his girl pussy under the table, cuz? Oh, freaky ass. I ain't gonna lie, I've done shit like this. It's thrilling, exhilarating. Now, in the middle of him playing with his wife's vagina, that fine ass Hispanic shorty, you know, what is she, a principal? I don't know what she is, bro. She fine as hell though. Anyways, she calls his name and asks him to read off the things that were missing. But nobody really cares about that. What you do need to care about is the fact that Walt and his wife are getting it in his car, literally outside, busting Doonies down. Oh, wow, where did that come from? And why was it so damn good? Cause it's illegal. Breaking them pancakes in right next to a police car, cuz. Now, this episode's pretty funny because they have to figure out how they're gonna make more meth. There's a lot of problems that they're gonna run into. It'll make sense soon. But Jesse decided that he's gonna sell this house because they killed 2 people and then got rid of the body there. He feels like he can't even sleep in that house. Shit, I don't blame him. I won't want to live there either. But they're gonna have to ramp up production. So not only are they gonna need more equipment, they're gonna need things to make more methamphetamines at a higher rate. Pseudoephedrine not gonna cut it. So he goes to go see Jesse, bro. Bro is laying in an RV, basically dead, bro. Look at his body right now. Yo, I know he bored, bro, because I think this is like, what, 2009, 2010 or something like that? Maybe 2008, I don't know. But it'd be boring as shit, bro. Ain't no video game. Well, I mean, there are video games, actually. What? Why aren't this nigga playing video games or something? Oh, wait, I forgot. It's because he's broke. Now, Jesse is obviously against this because, I mean, yeah, he's broke, as in no money, but he's also broke in. Motherfucking ribs fucked up, bro. He basically disabled from that ass whooping. Bro got PTSD, post-traumatic smackdown. My fault, that was crazy. But they realize that they can't make the 2 pounds that they need for Tuco, so they just make half a pound, and they are gonna try to get more time. But why the hell did this dude Walt show up at a junkyard? But they could literally kill y'all here. And then you wearing this dumbass hat and glasses. I mean, this is the iconic hat and glasses that Heisenberg wears. I mean, this is like the Walt, you know, the branding. But I mean, he looks stupid right now. I'm just saying. Man, y'all don't even got my motherfucking 2 pounds, cuz? Or y'all wasting my time, bro. I thought you was a real player, man. You showed up and blew my whole house up, cuz. And then you ain't gonna show me. You know what, bro? I should kill your old ass, man. Hey, yo, listen, man, chill, bro. I want all the bread, man. All the bread? Okay. You want all the bread, man. Well, I'm gonna put some interest on top, old ass. That's 65,870 something. I can't add up, man. But you know, you smart and shit. Now take the money, man. So we throw the money on the ground. You know, my man Walt picking it up. And Jesse is terrified. Why the hell did you do that? 4 pounds? 2 was bad enough. Now you want us to make 4? Oh yeah, nah. We're cooked. So my man Walt comes up with a plan, bro. He tells them that they're gonna need a bunch of stuff and they have something that they can make meth with, and they don't need pseudoephedrine. Methylene. And for methylene, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can't pronounce the chemicals that well. Your boy Sin doesn't read, okay? I look at Dr. Seuss books, respectfully. But that's besides the point. Now, this dude Jesse talking about how he gonna move to Oregon because he's a big bitch. Now, Walt tells him, look, bro, I need you to lock in and get these items. This ain't no game right now, cuz. Now, in the midst of Jesse going to go get all these items, my man Walt Jr. is being a perv at their baby shower. This man is recording this girl's breast right now. Can we just zoom in on that for a second? I mean, maybe not her breast, but you know, the fact that he's recording them? Now, you guys are probably asking yourself, why the hell did Marie get them this really expensive tiara for this baby? Maybe $500-600 tiara. Look at Hank right now. You see how he's stressed out, how he wants something stronger than a beer right now? It's because he knows that Marie has a shoplifting problem. He has this bitch in therapy. He has to go outside, have liquor with his cancer-ridden brother-in-law, and smoke a Cuban cigar just to get past it. Keep in mind, this is the DEA agent smoking a Cuban cigar. They're illegal in America. Like, what are we even doing right now? So they get into a conversation about, what's illegal, what's legal, where's the line drawn at, and how far past the line can you truly go? Man, it's funny how you draw that line, And what line you talking about, what? Man, like that line where it's like legal, illegal, bada bing, bada boom. And what you talking about, a line on what's legal and illegal, man? Bro, like, what if, we sold Cuban cigars and we're okay with that? And then maybe we sold, what? Meth, what? Come on, man. Thank God. Meth used to be illegal, right? Like, they used to sell that shit at pharmacies and shit, gas stations and shit. They sold meth in gas stations? Yeah, man, I used to do a lot of that. I ain't gonna lie. Now later that night, Sky and Walt are talking, and Sky is telling Walt that she's going to return that tiara to get a diaper genie. This is going to become very relevant to the plot. Just wait. Anyways, Jesse ends up bringing all the items to Walt that he needs, except for the methylene. I'm just going to call it methylene, bro. I don't know how to pronounce it. But they realize that the only way to get it is to pay 10 G's to these guys to steal it or to steal it themselves. And they end up having to steal it themselves because those guys cost $10,000 and Jesse's broke. Now, my man Walt has decided that they're going to steal it. So he takes these boogie board things that are in the garage of Jesse's and he decides that he's going to take all the thermite out of them. Now, this thermite can basically bust through a lock. Now, Sky ends up going to go take that tiara back. Remember I told you about that? Well, she realizes that Marie stole it and she gets taken to the back because they think that she stole it. Motherfucker talking about you got a receipt. You know that she don't got one. But they're about to press charges and my shorty Sky wasn't going with that. So she gets to hyperventilating, acting like she about to go into labor, and they end up letting her go. But her and Marie are going to have big problems. I mean, huge problems. As huge as her fat, pregnant stomach. Anyways, they gotta go steal this methylene, bro. And they end up tying this security guard up when he goes to use the bathroom. This motherfucker went to a porta potty and got tied up. And then these douchebags with these dumbass masks, they go and flame the thermite, blow the lock up. They go in there, the alarm's going off. This dude's stuck in a porta potty, and these dumbasses don't realize that this methylene heavy as shit. Motherfucker thought that they was about to get gallon jugs. They realized they gotta take this fat ass barrel. And now that they do have it, they're gonna be able to make meth. The problem is though, the RV blew up. These niggas trying to start it, and Jesse did get it started, but it started smoking, like me before I got on probation. Now, obviously the transmission is blown on this thing. Engine is probably done for. So they realize that they gotta cook somewhere. So they go into Jesse's basement. But Jesse's dumbass forgets that his real estate agent set up an open house this day. Motherfucker got an open house and there's people in the crib while they're making meth in the basement. Bro really going through it right now. I'm not gonna lie. So they gotta make meth while Jesse is getting everyone to not go in the basement. I mean, he basically just went in there and started telling people the house wasn't for sale anymore. It smells crazy in that house, by the way, all them damn fumes. Anyways, in the middle of this happening, Sky decides that she's gonna go find Marie, but she's not answering her phone. And she presses her about the shoplifting, which Marie obviously denies, acts like she knows nothing about. Crazy. Can't even hold herself accountable for some shit. But it's all good though. They eventually get all the meth done. And he goes home, and there's his wife waiting for him with some orange juice to tell him about the terrible day she's had and how her sister is a fucking shoplifter. If I was Walt, I'd probably get my own place and move out. Walt ends up asking her, hey, your sister's a shoplifter, but what if it was me? What if I was breaking the law? Would you call the cops on me? You don't want to find out. That should have been a good sign for you, Walt. You can never tell your wife that you sell meth. Now, the next day, they end up going back to the junkyard and they go sell Tuco the meth, which he doesn't like at first because it's blue. But don't worry, none of that matters. What truly does matter is the fact that they sold the meth to him in the first place, until his friend, or his subordinate, I should say, starts talking shit to Walt and Jesse. And then Tuco beats him to death. Remember I told you I saw him beat somebody to death and you would soon. Well, the soon is now. He literally kills this guy. Tries to get Walt to fix him because he's a smart guy. You're a science guy, you know what to do. No, I don't. I'm not a medical professional. Why do you think that I would know what to do in this situation? So obviously the guy dies, and this is bad because Tuco's paranoid and he's on meth. Things are gonna pop off in season 2. There's gonna be a lot of death, a lot of carnage, and a lot of pain that you guys will get to see if you get this video to at least 5,000 likes. See you guys soon.